You make me sick.
Leave me alone, please.
Hiding in the shadows.
Green Goblin probably was the biggest departure from the first one, and actually the new design of Green Goblin was done by the visual development department in Marvel.
The power suit gets an upgrade and the mask got discarded. So it's a little closer to the comic, the look of the Goblin.
And then the costume, in order to look the way it is, it was very special technology. It was first 3D printed and then it was completely poured in foam. As one piece, it's kind of like he just puts the whole thing on, zip it up. It's just one jumpsuit. I know, it sounds so simple. It's very complicated.
In the first series of Spider-Man movies, they wanted something created by new tech. They wanted it scary and they wanted it hard. But in that suit, it's quite limited what you can do as far as physical gesture. Sometimes I was wearing that mask and could barely see out of it. Now it's much freer. Too weak to take it!
The glider that Green Goblin has and pumpkin bombs get reintroduced back into this because we wanted it to be as if time stood still. We were picking up from where we left off. Now, is there technology that we're introducing that wasn't in before? Of course there is. So you might see a weapon come off of Goblin's arm that he uses now in this film that he never had before, but it was part of his old technology.
What's up, Peter? How you like the new?
We talked about it, and we made a conscious decision not to be blue.
He came back as he was, but then he used the arc reactor from the fabricator to enhance his powers and his equipment. And so we had to recreate an entire new costume and equipment that incorporated the arc reactor into his world, and that's where he gets his powers from.
We changed him completely, and it was a very interesting way they changed him, because he goes from being a pure electricity to something that's a combination of the normal uniform that he actually borrowed from some worker at a power station, and then he sort of MacGyver the parts on it in a very, very complicated and cool way.
This has a little more like realness, like street to it. So I think the conscious decision to come back and have this look really works for the character, and you feel it.
The whole thing was to make everything just 2021 cooler. After all these Marvel movies, everybody is kind of spoiled visually. So we kind of had to live up to that, make everybody look cool and be able to move. So if I achieve that, then I'm happy.